Today I thought I would do a slightly different video, and I thought I would answer some of your questions all about living in a van, love life, personal life, and just the van build, how much it cost, all of that fun stuff. So today we're going to be doing a Q&A video. Anyone for lunch? Here goes. First things first, Will, what editing software do you use? I use Final Cut Pro. I used to use Premiere Pro back in the day, and even before that I used to use iMovie, but having used Premiere Pro, far too complicated, so then I just went to iMovie and yeah, absolutely love it. A very popular question that I get all the time is, what drone do you have? Initially I started out with the Mavic Air, I then bought the Mavic Mini when it came out, and recently, about 2 weeks ago, I just got the Mavic Mini 3 Pro. Next question says, what camera do you use? I used to use the Sony a6400, but about a month ago I got the camera that I'm filming on right now, which is just the upgraded version. It's the Sony a6600. Who is your favourite YouTuber? Currently it is Foresty Forest. Absolutely love his videos, love the realness, the rawness, the nature, and just the simplicity of his videos. I used to watch a lot of Mav, a lot of Steve Wallace. Next question, are you single? I need to be careful how I answer this question because I could be in big trouble, but the simple answer to that is yes, I am. No, I'm not single. I have a girlfriend, so the answer to that is no, I'm not single. Christ almighty, I'm gonna have no bollocks left if I answered that wrong. Will, have you had any fines from any of your stealth camping park-ups? The answer to that is I have not. I have stealth camped at pretty much every supermarket you could ever wish for, from a Sainsbury's to a Morrison's to a Tesco's. I have stealth camped at McDonald's recently, at these hotel car parking places, and not once have I ever had a parking fine. Do not take my word for it that you will not get a fine. All of these places that you park at, usually there's parking rules, restrictions, signs that say you can't stay longer than 3 hours. Whether they're fucking hell, I can't speak. Whether they're there just to put people off, who knows? Because as I said, never had a fine. Are you still in therapy? Yes, I am. I still do therapy every couple of weeks, find it really beneficial, and I'll probably continue to do therapy for as long as I live. A common question that I always get is, what was your job before YouTube? A sales executive, or a travel salesman basically. I used to sell holidays for a company up in Wimbledon in London. After about a year and a half or so of doing that, I decided to quit, go to Nepal and do some travelling, and then ever since then, probably the last 3 years, I've now been doing YouTube full time. Have you fixed your van key fob? No. Which one do you prefer, tea or coffee? I don't drink coffee because I don't like the taste of coffee. I wish I did, because sometimes I need a bit of a boost in the morning. I am not a morning person, I'm very slow, so tea would be my option on that one. Next question. Will, do you live in the van full time? The simple answer to that is no. However, if you ask me the question, Will, do you live in the van? The answer to that is yes, because I don't live in the van full time, but I do live in here 80% of the time. I pretty much stay in the van 3, 4, 5 nights a week. I stay at friends sometimes, so my plan was never actually to live in the van full time. It's just something that I kind of felt like I had to do to continue this YouTube channel, but I realised I wasn't really doing it for me. I was more doing it for you guys, because I felt like I had to live in the van to continue making YouTube videos, but I've realised I don't. I tried full-time van life for about 2 weeks in the summer, realised I hated it, realised it wasn't for me. I'm someone that wants to be around community, be around people, have my routine of going to the gym and playing football and seeing friends. So being on the road full-time, trying to find park-ups and places to stay each night, wasn't really something that I wanted to do. So do I live in the van? Yes. Do I live in the van full-time? No. How do you make money and travel on the road? Are you a full-time YouTuber? Yeah, I am. I've been doing YouTube for the last 2 or 3 years, through the ads that you will see on the videos, through sponsorships, and through all that general stuff that YouTubers do to make money online. Another question which you guys wanted an update on is, what's happened with the fire service? For those of you that don't know, what was it, maybe 3 or 4 months ago, I applied to the Surrey Fire Service because that's where I'm from. I thought joining the fire service might be a career and a life choice that I thought I would want to go down. However, long story short, I didn't get into the fire service. I had the medical, I had the fitness test and all of that, and the interview, and yeah, just wasn't able to get in. However, I asked for some feedback, and it was in high demand, this job, because they had over 1,000 applicants, including myself, and they only had 14 positions available. 1-4. Personally, I think everything went really well. Yeah, just didn't get in. It's one of those things I may look to apply in the future again. Advice for starting a YouTube channel, or would you advise staying away from it? I see a lot of people nowadays wanting to get into YouTube for money, for followers, for all of the wrong reasons. When I personally started this YouTube channel, I only got into it because I loved creating videos and I loved sharing my own travel adventures. If you want to create a YouTube channel, if you have the fire inside you to share your adventures, to create videos, then absolutely go for it. Just make sure you're doing it for the right reasons and not for the wrong reasons. Will, what's your least favorite thing about doing YouTube? Probably the fact that I work completely alone. In fact, yeah, that's definitely my least favorite thing, because I work alone all day, every day. All of the creative ideas and the creative thinking that I do, all of the editing, all of the setting up camera shots and stuff is completely alone and solo. And it's something that I'm now looking into, to potentially build a team around me, to hire some people to help me take YouTube to the next level, because I don't want to do it alone anymore. It's not fun. It makes the creative process quite boring. It can put a lot of pressure on myself. So yeah, my least favorite thing is the fact that I do this all alone. But that might change in the near future. In fact, it's got to change, because I need to do something to try and make this a little bit more enjoyable for myself so I can make better videos. This leads quite nicely on to the next question, which is, what is your long-term plan for the channel? So as I briefly just mentioned, I would love to now expand what I'm currently doing and make bigger, better videos with more purpose and direction behind them, because at the moment, the videos that you guys see, I literally panic each week and I think to myself, Christ, where am I going to go for this week's video? I then go and film it all, and then I come back to the van and I edit it and all of that stuff. But those aren't the videos that I want to make long term. I want to make videos with more meaning and more fulfillment behind them, and I think a big part of that is going to be trying to build a bit of a team around me to help me with the creative ideas, the thinking process, the editing, just to have people to bounce off every single day. So yeah, the long-term plans, I don't want to give too much away, because there's ideas in the making, there's ideas in my head. It's still going to be van related, it's still going to be camping related, cooking related, and it's still going to be me doing weird, wonderful and goofy things. It's just something that I feel that I need to do. So keep an eye out for it, because I am very, very excited to get underway and to put all of my time and effort into these new videos. And hopefully after February they should be coming thick and fast. I've really now put myself under pressure, but that's good, because sometimes that's what you need. Pressure to actually get things done. Ooh, a question that I constantly get. How much did your van build cost? If you'd asked me in the first month of my van build, I could have answered, because I had a spreadsheet which I was keeping track of absolutely everything, from every individual screw, nail, piece of glue that I was buying. I was tracking it, but as time went on, as the van build progressed, I'll be honest, I completely lost track of how much I was spending, and it just got so tedious and boring to write down what I was buying each day, because every day I was going to Screwfix to buy a different part, different glue, different nails, different screws, and I completely lost track of what I was spending and how much I was spending. So I spent £6,400 on the van when it came with nothing inside it. It was a builder's van. I would then expect and imagine that I spent around £8,000 to £10,000 converting it. You can definitely do van builds cheaper. You can definitely do them so much more expensive. That's just how I did it, and you know, I'm super happy with it. Will, how is your mental health? Well, mentally, I'm in a good place at the moment. I feel like I've got a lot more of a structure to YouTube, to work, to my van stuff, and to a lot of things. I feel really excited for the future plans of this channel, which is something that I haven't felt for a while. So mentally, and for the last couple of months, yeah, I've been in a good place. Do you want to do another van conversion? If so, which van would you convert? Believe it or not, I do want to do another van conversion. Definitely not right now. One, because it's too cold, and two, because I've got more grey hairs. I'm starting to go bald since the last van conversion. So in the future though, yeah, I want to build a bigger, better, absolutely meaty, aggressive, epic adventure wagon, which is prepped and ready for all weather conditions, whether it's -40 in the Arctic or whether it's 40 degrees outside in the summer in Albania. I want to build a bigger, better van with more space, and that's just equipped for every weather condition that you could ever desire. What van would you convert? Well, I've already been looking, I've already been getting ideas, because that's just what I do now. Every time I drive past a van, I'm like, ooh, that's interesting. But the vans that I've been looking at is the Ford Transit Jumbo minibus. The only thing that I don't like about them is that they've got windows and glass running either side of the van, so I'm not quite sure how that would work with insulating and condensation and all of that stuff. But for the pure size of them, the fact that it's a 17-seater minibus, I really like that. And it also has a twin axle, which is twin wheels at the rear, which means you can put more weight into the vehicle. I'd love to do another van build in the future, absolutely. I would love to get somebody to help me film it, somebody to help me build it, somebody to help me edit the videos, and it would just be bigger, better, and just more epic. 3 reasons why you like your van and 3 reasons why you don't. 3 reasons why I like this van, even though I've just complained kind of about the size of it. I love the compactness and the size of this van. The fact that I'm able to park this in a normal standard single bay car park. Car park? That doesn't make any sense. Parking bay. I guess another reason why I love it, which is a bit lame, is the fact that it's my first ever van conversion. And although I got so much help with it, I don't know, it feels very personal to me. And obviously it's my own van. Everything that I did in here was my own choice, my own colours. So from that sentimental piece, I just love it because it's my own. This van took my van conversion virginity, so it will always stay dear in my heart. One thing that I don't like about it is the fact that I don't have cruise control, I don't have air conditioning, I don't really have a comfortable working space or an office space. Sitting on these chairs, sitting down on my laptop when I pull this table out, it's not particularly comfortable. So in the future van build, I want to make sure that I have like a proper desk and just a comfortable sitting area. Any advice for anyone wanting to get into van life but scared? Do what I do and try before you buy. Make sure you try out van life before you actually commit to it, because for me, for instance, the first 2 weeks after doing it, you'll probably be able to see from the videos when I was in Cornwall, maybe like 6, 7, 8 months ago, I can't remember now. I realised pretty quickly that it wasn't for me. If you're scared but you still want to try it for a short amount of time. See if it's what you thought it was going to be like, and see if it's something that you can see yourself doing in the future. Will, why don't you get a dog? Now, you guys probably know I absolutely love dogs. I would love to get my own dog, but it just doesn't feel right at this moment in my life. I'm not particularly settled. I'm kind of here, there and everywhere. I don't think it would be fair to get a dog which needs a lot of time, attention to be trained, a lot of affection and stuff like that. Also, I'm just an OCD clean freak, and dog hairs and things like that just drive me insane. So I would need to spend a good few months doing research on the type of dog breed that I would want to get. But absolutely, I would love to get a dog in the future as a little travel companion, and just because I love dogs. Of course, I saved this question for you guys because this question is often asked along with my toilet. Will, how do you have sex in a van? You have sex in a van how you have sex anywhere else in the world. I have a bed. I have a single bench. I have a double bench. I have a swivel chair. If you use your imagination, I'm sure you can work out how you have sex in a van. No, it doesn't always happen on a bed. That's the exciting, fun part of it all. Don't need to go into too much detail, but, you know, you have sex in a van like you have sex anywhere else. But what's your favourite item or gadget that makes your day-to-day life easier in the van? I'm sure a few people have already screamed at the screen saying the Karcher window vacuum, and you're absolutely right. It is the Karcher vacuum. I just love that thing. Without it, on these cold days when you get so much condensation on the inside of the windscreen and on the windows, it just saves so much time being able to just go and just suck out all that moisture and condensation. Will, any travel plans in the future? I'll be honest, I don't have any travel plans at the moment, and I don't really want to travel. My life has kind of changed a lot over the last couple of years. I always thought that I would be this 60-year-old bloke who would be staying in hostels and living in hostels and just travelling the world forever. And now that's not really what I want to do. Now I want to grow this YouTube channel, this business. I want to get healthier, get fitter, build relationships and be part of a community. So the idea of traveling, especially alone, isn't something that I really want to do. However, when the opportunities come, I will absolutely take those opportunities and go and travel when I can and make videos of that. But for the time being, there's no travel plans, there's no life plans, there's no nothing. Would you ever do a meet and greet? I would absolutely love to do a meet and greet. If it's something that you guys would be interested in, please let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section below this video, and you know, maybe it's something that I could organise. It doesn't even have to be a van meetup. It could maybe be, right, let's go and meet at this car park, let's go and hike this mountain, cook up some lunch. I can cook for heaters. We can all meet like-minded individuals that just love the outside, a bit of nature, a bit of van, chat YouTube, chat life, chat shop, all of that fun stuff. So yeah, I would definitely do a meet and greet. As I said, if it's something that you're interested in, please let me know. There are plenty more questions on here that I haven't answered. As I said, don't want to make the video too long, so I will try and answer these in future videos. I just want to say that there's going to be some changes coming to the channel over the next few months. In February, I'm actually going to be taking a break just so I can put all of my focus and attention on the new direction that I want to go in. Thank you guys so much for all of your continued support on the videos and for supporting me. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more personal videos like this, more questions and answers, or you want to know other things about myself or the YouTube channel or the van, whatever it might be, then send me a message on Instagram and I will try to get back to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all your support. And as always, I will catch you guys on Sunday for another video.